Do you know that you do not need to spend hours writing emails, Instagram captions, and wholesale promos every month? You can actually batch all of your marketing content in under an hour. No more blank docs, no more I'll just post later. Just swipe, tweak, and go. The Product Marketing Bank is your marketing shortcut. A done for you vault of high converting email copy, promo templates, sales strategies, and social media hooks. Custom built for wholesale brands. And yes, you'll even be shown exactly how to repurpose everything for your direct to consumer audience, saving you hours of time and energy. The Marketing Bank helps you show up with strategic seasonal content exactly when your retailers are planning their buys. If you're tired of Googling, what do I even say in this email? It's time to let the Product Marketing Bank do the heavy lifting for you. Join now at productmarketingbank.com. So I really want to reframe your mindset here is that you don't have to hustle for every sale one by one. Marketing automation really creates a path for new customers to discover and trust your brand while you are focusing on fulfillment and creating new products, doing things that you love, being the CEO of your company. Hi, friends. Welcome to She Sells Differently, the show for aspiring women entrepreneurs looking to overcome the fear of selling and grow thriving businesses from a place of authenticity and confidence. I'm Andee Hart, and it wasn't all that long ago that I was a sales executive for a Fortune 500 company. But I knew in my heart that I was called to use my gifts for something more, something different. That's exactly why I created the She Sells Differently podcast. Each episode is going to deliver you business strategies, tools, and mindset shifts to help set you and your brand apart from our culture's expectations. It's time to elevate your sales and build a profitable, sustainable business you're proud of, one built on integrity, grace, and humility. It's time to learn how to sell differently. Hey, and welcome back to the She Sells Differently podcast. My name is Andee Hart, and if we haven't officially met yet, I'm your marketing and sales BFF for all things product-based business growth. Here's the thing. I know you didn't start your business because you wanted to spend all day stuck in Canva or fighting with email platforms or trying to keep up with what you're supposed to post. I help product-based business founders sell with clarity and confidence without burning out, without feeling that hustle, and trying to do it all manually. And this episode is for smart, capable business owners who are ready to take that pressure off and start letting systems do the heavy lifting for them. I'm going to be sharing with you 3 simple ways that you can automate your marketing without losing the personal touch that your brand has become known for. And here's the reality. Businesses that are going to thrive over the next 5 years are the ones that are leaning into automated systems. Let me give you a couple of stats. Marketing automation isn't just a nice to have anymore. It's actually expected to be over a $13.7 billion industry by 2030. And brands that use marketing automation to nurture leads see over a 451% increase in qualified leads. So leaning into marketing automation is really going to be critical for your business growth. You've heard me say this before. It's not about working harder. It's about working smarter and building a business backbone that supports your dreams, not drains them. And a lot of times when people hear the word automation, they think that it replaces connection with their customers. But when automation is done right, it doesn't replace connection, it actually amplifies it. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about today. So if you're nodding along thinking, yes, I need this, let's get to it. First up, we're talking about the absolute lowest hanging fruit when it comes to automating your marketing, and that is your evergreen email sequences. Now, what is an evergreen email sequence? It could be your welcome email nurture sequence when someone signs up on your email list when they join on your website. Now, that is the first thing that most people think about when they think about your evergreen email sequence. And rightfully so. That's your welcome or your nurture sequence. But setting up an evergreen email sequence goes far beyond just that welcome nurture sequence. Evergreen email sequences can also look like abandoned cart emails when a customer is shopping on your website and adds a product to their cart and doesn't finish the purchase process. It can also look like a post-purchase thank you in your email platform. Or maybe 2 weeks after they purchase your product, following up and asking for a product review. Those are all great examples of automating your evergreen email sequences. Now, why do these matter? When you invest $1 into email marketing, you are projected to get $36 in return. That is a 36-to-1 ROI, or return on investment. That's crazy, right? And automations, when you have them set up strategically, do the selling for you while you sleep. One of the tools that I like to use to set up my evergreen email sequences is Flowdesk. And you can actually get an affiliate link in the show notes of today's episode if you want to try Flowdesk if you don't have an email CRM platform. One of the things I love about Flowdesk is it is so user-friendly if you are new to email marketing. So I highly encourage you, if you're not utilizing email, or if you do not have any evergreen email sequences set up yet, try Flowdesk and grab that link in the show notes and get started. It is a great way to set up those automations and have that email marketing selling for you while you are off creating your products and doing other things with your time, and also having that personalized touch with your customers. You're not being lazy, you're being strategic, and you're setting up systems to keep the conversation going even when you're off the clock. So imagine waking up tomorrow and knowing that new leads, abandoned carts, first-time buyers are all getting the right messages at the right time, and you haven't lifted a finger. That's the power of automation done right. Now, emails are incredible for converting customers, but if you don't already have a steady flow of new people finding you, it's like trying to fill a bucket with a hole in it and you have a leak. So let's talk about how to automate your lead capture. So instead of relying on Instagram to drive that traffic, we can use marketing automation tools. This could look like a pop-up on your website offering a discount or even a gift in exchange for an email sign-up. Or it could even look like a QR code at in-person events that leads directly to a freebie or a welcome email sequence. You can really get creative with this kind of lead capture and lead generation. But what I like to do is then link this to an email nurture sequence that we just talked about that introduces the customer to some of my best sellers and shares my brand story, creates a connection all on autopilot. It's all selling while I am off doing other things. So I really want to reframe your mindset here is that you don't have to hustle for every sale one by one. Marketing automation really creates a path for new customers to discover and trust your brand while you are focusing on fulfillment and creating new products, doing things that you love, being the CEO of your company. So now we have automated lead capture and nurturing, and we combine that with our evergreen email sequences, abandoned cart emails, post-purchase thank yous, and review requests. Now, I want to pause here because if your brain is already buzzing with ideas, that is good. That means you're starting to shift from survival mode to CEO mode, and let's keep going. Getting leads on autopilot feels amazing, but what really separates a scrappy side hustle from a powerful scaling brand, that is a strategic plan. How do you automate your campaign strategy, your overall campaign strategy, so that every month has a purpose? You're not being reactive, but every promotion feels intentional. I don't know about you, but when I first started my candle company, I felt very reactive. And when you are wholesaling, the seasonality of retailers' buying cycles is very different than direct to consumer. They're buying months in advance, and you have to be on top of that from a marketing promotion standpoint. And so I quickly realized I need to have a strategic plan in place if I want to be successful. And so how can I set a system in place for my overall marketing campaign strategy that is going to be very proactive, intentional, and purposeful? And exactly what my retailers need. And this is where so many product founders get stuck. They're posting or emailing their retailers without a clear reason or flow. So this is why I created the Product Marketing Bank, and it has literally helped me plan a full month of campaigns, both wholesale and direct to consumer, in under an hour. When I used to sit and stare at a blank canvas for an hour planning just a single email. So what I did is I took a whole year's worth of buying cycles for a retailer and understood as a retailer myself, what do I need and when? And I planned out those campaigns. These are plug and play prompts, themed campaign ideas, customizable templates. And there is no more wondering, what should you be promoting this week? What do my retailers need? What do they find valuable? It is like having a marketing director in your pocket. Only it doesn't need coffee breaks. So if you're ready to get off that hamster wheel and start marketing with more intention and strategy and way less stress, then enroll in the Product Marketing Bank and I'll help you plan your entire month of campaigns in under an hour. You can spend more time shipping orders, creating beautiful products, being the CEO of your business, and less time spinning your wheels on what to say. Every month has 4 different campaigns. They are not all focused on selling. They are focused on providing value for your retailers. And I provide a prompt on how to repurpose every single campaign for your direct to consumer audience and when to schedule it for your direct-to-consumer audience as well. So this is literally a 2-for-1. When you are planning your marketing for your retailers, you're also planning your marketing for your consumer audience several months down the road as well. And you are going to thank yourself. You're going to thank yourself when your marketing plan is done. Your marketing plan is done in under an hour. So the link to that is in the show notes. You can grab your first month for half off with the code in the show notes. So grab that and automate your campaign strategy using my plug-and-play system with the Product Marketing Bank. So just to recap, here is how your automated marketing system comes together. First, you are setting up automated email sequences that welcome new customers, recover abandoned carts, and keep the conversation going long after the sale without you having to lift a finger every time. Then you are making it easy for new people, new customers to discover and connect with your brand by automating lead capture, lead generation, and relationship building, whether they are finding you online or at in-person events. And then finally, you are giving yourself a real strategic marketing plan, not just a list of random tasks. By automating your campaign strategy, you'll know exactly what you're promoting. You'll be doing it intentionally. You'll know when you're promoting it and how it all fits together month after month. And when all three pieces are working together, you're not just getting more done, you're creating a business that sells smarter, it feels lighter, and it gives you back your time to focus on what you love most. So that is a wrap for today. Thanks so much for tuning in. And I will have an all new episode for you next Wednesday. In the meantime, I am cheering you on. All right, that's a wrap on today's episode of She Sells Differently. Friends, it would be a huge blessing to me if you would take 2 seconds to rate and subscribe to my podcast. New episodes drop every Wednesday. Until then, I'm cheering you on in your entrepreneurial journey. See you next time.